All we're saying is give people a chance. And the people.
You tell me that you've got everything you want, and your bird can sing, but you don't get me. You don't get me.
Hi guys. Oh right. This is the gift that I got by surprise. I actually didn't ask for this, but it's amazing. It's a John Lennon Barbie doll. It talks.
All we're saying is give people a chance.
So yeah, me and John have just been hanging out. I'm making some adjustments to our Tumblr and whatnot. If you don't follow us already, I should say, you know, our URL is the obvious, and yourvlogscansing.tumblr.com. It's Friday night, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm listening to the White Album, holding a John Lennon Barbie doll, wearing an Awkward George shirt, because that's the life of a Beatlemaniac. This exists. So you know what? That is another reason to live on planet Earth. It's because this exists. Okay, why don't I answer some questions that everybody else has probably answered that I haven't answered because I'm really, really behind. Okay, I'm just going to answer the latest ones because, of course, I am way behind. And I might as well just answer them now. Day 26. A favorite Beatles cover song from Across the Universe movie soundtrack. I love that movie. My favorite song from that soundtrack would probably be... I really like Happiness is a Warm Gun. And I like Strawberry Fields Forever too. If I had to choose one, Strawberry Fields Forever or Happiness is a Warm Gun. An original Beatles song which you think strongly shows the influence of another specific artist. Include the name of the act you think the track evokes in your post. Well, there's the obvious ones, like Paul's little do thing, you know, obviously he didn't get the high ooze. I mean, like, he didn't make that up. Everybody knows that that's Little Richard. George's guitar playing in general, you can definitely hear a lot of inspiration in his playing from, like, the Beards, and some of it, you know, of course, Bob Dylan, and in the later years, Ravi Shankar, his sitar teacher. You hear a lot of just, like, that really trudgy, rough, rock and roll sound. He has John Lennon, like, you hear it in his voice. You hear, like, the raw, kind of thing with it, you know. Of course, Ringo, being the simple drummer he is, yet technical in his own ways. I just view him as the Beatles' drummer. Like, he's Ringo Starr. He has his own thing going on, and that's that. I'm trying to think of, like, a particular track that has certain links to things. Well, there's a lot of classical influence in general. Parts into certain songs, like In My Life, like the harpsichord solo. There's a lot of influences from a lot of places. I mean, obviously, because it's not really a rip-off of Beethoven. It's kind of just like another way to listen to it, I guess. Because, you know, everyone knows Because is Moonlight Sonata backwards. The point is, you know, they each have their different places. You know, you can obviously hear a lot of inspiration in their playing, but then again, they were writing completely on their own. Like the Beatles, they're legends. You know, they're writing their complete own music. Paul and John just had a gift of coming up with simple melodies that were awesome to listen to. But yeah, you hear a lot of like 60s in general, you know, the whole psychedelic thing, but you definitely hear classical influences. Bob Dylan, the Beards, Elvis Presley, Little Richard, people like that. People that inspired them. My favorite epic Beatles song. I really like A Day in the Life. That's pretty epic to me. Jumping a little off track with the question here, I think the entire Love album is epic. Like, honestly, just the whole thing, the way most songs flow into each other, the way it was just all put together. It just sounds like one big, epic Beatles song. That's the most epic thing about the Beatles music, is the Love album, even though it came after, but it's their music. It's their sounds. George Martin helped it with it. Everyone took part in it, and I just think it's really epic. A Beatles song that they never played live, but which you wished had been performed by them for an audience. I think Strawberry Fields Forever would be cool live. Like, I'm not sure how they would do that. A good amount of keyboards, but, or, you know, bring in the orchestra, whatever. I think some things off of Sgt. Pepper would be interesting live, or just Sgt. Pepper in general, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, like the entire album. That would be cool to see live. Oh my god! I would love to see Abbey Road live. It'd be awesome if the Beatles just got on stage and they just played an entire album through. I would love to hear the Abbey Road medley, you know, that medley at the end of the album. That would be really awesome to hear live. Like, seriously, how awesome would that be? A Beatles song that has sent chills down your spine. Julia. Julia sends chills down my spine. Okay, well, that was the last question. Oh, let me show you the last two albums I got. All Things Must Pass. There he is. I love this album cover. And then I got this. Yay! This is the life of a Beatlemaniac. Okay, so far, the picture for the channel is coming out really well. Do you guys like Bob Dylan? Like, I'm just curious, you know, I was just thinking about it. And I tried listening to his stuff a few times. You know, I've heard some of his songs, and I just really don't like him. Like, I don't like any of the songs. Not, like, maybe one or two, you know, but I really just don't like his vocals. What is that?